Good morning. Good morning. So, what are you focusing on? Where is your attention? You see, sometimes we think we're focusing on the goal, and we're not focusing on the goal. We're focusing on the goal not being there, aren't you? Oh, but Sheen, I do my affirmations in the morning. I do my miracle mornings. I do it at lunchtime and I do it at bedtime. And I'm focusing on my goal there. I'm in my dream and it's happening. I see my vision board. But then 80% of your day, you're focusing on it not being there. Think of your feelings. So think of your feelings. So when you're in your imagination, I mean, if you do that, do you do that? Because that's really, really key. You think it's meditating. I mean, meditating, it's all a different thing, but this is visioneering about hanging out with your dream and feeling it and being it. But then you go to work, you get chased off by somebody, and then you complain about the cars. Now the traffic's on the road, and you're complaining about that, or you're complaining about the weather, or you're complaining about Aunt Betty, or you're complaining about your husband, or you're complaining about your children. Net, 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 net. This never works out for me. Why doesn't this work out for me? And it does work out for you. Then you're thinking, it's all me. Yay, look at me. I'm brilliant. And then when it doesn't, things don't go your way. Boom, change your attitude like that. Boof, hit the floor. Why does this always happen to me? Anybody recognize themselves going on there? Don't worry. We all do it. We all do it. The thing is, what you want is a 51% over that you're feeling from your wish fulfilled all the time. You see, your attention ends up being the servant. Oh, look, somebody's on my phone. Oh, look, there's another email. Oh, let me just go and make another cup of tea. Oh, do you know what? I've got this important work to do, but all of a sudden I have this need to put the washing in the washing machine or take the washing machine clothes out, hang them up. Oh, need to go for a cigarette. I don't smoke, by the way, I'm just letting you know. So think of all the things that you put in your way because you can't even concentrate for 5 minutes. The universe is giving you what you want, but you're not even prepared to be in the space of it for 5 minutes, are you? I have a marketing guy, and he's literally jumped on. And the reason why, like, I actually got him really amazes me because I'd actually drawn my vision on the board. I literally calculated out my business. So this is where it is now, and this is where this is where it is, wish fulfilled, and it's coming into fruition. So it's real. It's real for me. And I just happened to have my phone with me, but I put this circle over something that I thought, I don't want to do that anymore. I need somebody to do that. And then my phone rang and I was like, that's weird. Who's phoning me? I don't even know this number. And I don't normally answer the phone, but this time I actually did. But I was all in the moment with everything. The phone was actually sitting up for a change. And I thought, I'll see what it is. And it's actually turned out to be a really, really great call. Somebody that's now working with me. So here's the thing about, what are you obsessed with? Are you obsessed with going, I need to pay this, 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 I need to pay this? Or what is the common thought that keeps coming back to you? What is that? What is that? Storm space. This is a great place to start. Okay. And I'm not sure kind of what you mean there, Kenneth, but there you go. It'll all enlighten me in its time. So, what are you focusing on? What's your attention? What are you obsessed with? And I realized we're all addicted to something. But what we try to do is get rid of the addiction and we don't fill the space in. So like, if you want to stop smoking, I mean, you think all these patches and everything work. Listen, the only way to stop smoking is to stop putting a cigarette in your mouth. That's how you stop smoking. You think all these other things help. But when you make a decision, you don't need anything. If you need the patches, if you need the tablets, you actually haven't made a decision. You just stop smoking. But here's the key thing. You've just taken something away from your life that you're normally doing. There's now a void. That's the problem. Fill the void with something. People tend to then fill it with eating something. Fill it with something good. What's the time you would normally have a cigarette? Then fill that space with something that you want to do. So fill it with something good rather than something that you don't want to do. So you stop thinking about what you don't want to do. I did it with just like drinking wine during the week. I didn't want to drink wine, but the more I thought about not drinking wine during the week, I was like thinking about drinking wine during the week. It just got bigger and bigger. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm going to have to find something. And I didn't want a glass of water. So I found Prosecco. So I was like, oh, it's the bottle. I'm still doing the same thing, but I only had to do that. You know what? I only bought 2 bottles in Prosecco, and then I got, I don't even want this. Like, it's just sugar. That's what alcohol is, just carbs. I'm getting a sugar fix here, for goodness sake. And I actually noticed that I wanted to eat more sugar, but it already got me out of the habit. So now I just drink water. So you got to fill it in with something else. So they're physical things, but what about mentally? So what are you obsessing over? I need to pay this, I need to pay that, I need to pay this. Oh my goodness, I've got this to do, that to do. There's something that keeps coming in. Pick one thing. One thing. Yes, that's right, Shireen. You know, nature doesn't like a gap. Definitely. Now I get you, Kenneth. I understand what you mean. Nature doesn't like a gap. So I did this with somebody who has an addiction. And it was just like, well, you're addicted to, everybody's addicted to something. So change your addiction to something good. So with this person, I asked them that they got a job as a salesperson and they're now earning top sales. I said, get addicted to being top seller. Just get addicted to being the top seller. And they did. And you know what? They're really good at it. Really, really good at it. Get addicted. So then whenever another addiction has appeared, you just go, okay, well, what can I replace that with? So if you've got your goal, so you think you're focused on your goal, okay? So you are whenever you're doing your meditations and everything like that. But in between time, you're like, oh God, this has got to be done. Oh, why has this always happened? It's not here yet. Why is it not here yet? Just asking that question shows you that's why it's not here yet, because you're focusing on not being here. Your attention is on its absence, not on its presence. Notice the word presence, presence. Pre-sense, before your senses. Be before your senses all the time. That's why Ho'oponopono works really well. If you don't know what that is, it's basically where you're going, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. You can say it in a different order. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. And don't just say that whenever you're in difficulty. Say it all the time, because this now creates the next now. Every moment is present. Every moment is present. So live in the presence and the present. When you live with the presence, your presence. Be before your senses. Decide how you want to feel about something. Be obsessed with that. Be obsessed that everything you're looking at is perfect. It is good. It is always for my good. Then you will pre-send the next moment. Then it's a gift. It's pre-sent because you're pre-sending it. Do you get it? So what could you, whenever you're thinking about your goal, I know you've got to let it go, but is there one element of it that you could, if you just said something that is a light thing for your goal? See, I have the number 666 going around in my head because that means something to me. And so rather than anything else, I'm just going, everything works out for me. 666, 666, 666, 666. And so it's keeping that constant focus. My attention is now just going that way, because I know what it is. But you see, the thing is, attention tends to be, pew, 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 pew. Oh, look, squirrel. Oh, look, a rabbit. Oh, look, my phone. Oh, look, my email. Do you get it? It's any wonder your results are hit and miss. So get focused. Be the master of your attention. Be the master. Now, let me tell you, there's some people here that I know that you watch and watch and watch me every day. And you're growing, and it's absolutely amazing. But there's going to become a time when you need to just step into what we're doing here and thinking into results. Because what we've got, everybody who comes in go, oh my goodness, I stood and watched you, Sheena, for 2 years, and now I'm in, and she has results like that. Another girl results in a week. What the heck are you waiting for? But you say, I haven't got the money. No, you didn't make the decision in the first place, and you didn't want your goals. But I do want my goals, Sheena. No, you didn't want them big enough. You think something's going to happen. Let me draw you this little example. Here's something I prepared earlier. It used to be like, what was that program that used to do that? Here's something I prepared earlier. So here's Bob's picture, isn't it? Want in your mind, desires in your heart. I guarantee you, if you haven't, you said you wanted to start thinking into results and you haven't done it, you're in want. You have not connected with your desire because your desire is fulfillment. Your desire is, it comes from the very pit of your stomach, comes from your heart. It's like this whole center area. It's just, exploding. And I will do whatever it takes that is spiritually legal and loving and helpful to make it happen, to allow it to happen. Because it's already happened, it is real inside of me, and I will take the actions necessary. And if they're uncomfortable and they scare me and it leaves me without money, so be it. Because the more I search for security, the less security I have. The more I search for that peace and quiet, the less peace and quiet I have. Because if I shrink down, I'm protecting myself. I guarantee you're coming from want, which is your conscious mind, 2%. Your conscious mind is 2%. Your subconscious is 98%. So making a decision just there and not feeling into it and not making the decision that your goal is worth everything. I spoke before about return on investment. Somebody paying £500 and their return on investment in a week was £2,000. Me, when I spent 500 on my strengths, my return on investment in 6 months was 100K. When I first started thinking into results, I spent 6K. In 3 weeks, I pulled in 40K. Now, what the heck are you waiting for? Book a call with me, but I'm giving you this now. If you get on a call with me, you better know what you want and you better be directed, because I will not have the conversation with somebody who doesn't know what they want. Because if you don't know what you want, how do I know? I can't make you have desire. But if you've got a desire and you're watching this, then book a call. If you're ready to say, this is it, I've had enough, it's time, then book a call. Otherwise, do not book a call with me, because you will be off in seconds. Only because I love you. Only because I love you. And I can't want this more than you. You've got to want it more than me. And I will step up to you every single time. You're in a community of people. That's what one of the girls said to me last night. She said, Sheena, I couldn't believe when I sat there and listened to everybody talking that finally, I was with a group of people who got this stuff, who were where I wanted to be. There's nobody else that I can talk to like this. And now I'm with a group of people who are going somewhere, who want this, and who are doing it from love and peace and harmony. If you've got the drive and you've got an idea, book a call with me. You're who I want to talk to. If you're not committed to anything, don't book a call. I love you. You're amazing. Stay in the group. Maybe one day you'll figure it out and you'll be in. But you've got to come from your heart and know, this is it. So maybe you don't have a goal actually, and you're like, I've had enough though. I've had enough of this mediocre. I've had enough. You see, the trouble is that, let me just give you a bit of an idea. Your goals, right? C-type goals. Oh, why do we need that, Sheena? That's just pie in the sky. C-type goals is what? Oh, yes, please. It's fun. B-type goals here. They're in alignment with your C-type goal. And then we have our A-type goals that we want to do every day that will get us there. There's something that you wanted in your life and you think you're not worthy or you'll never get it. There's 2 types of people I know that you're probably listening to this. One, you think well, that would be really nice, but it's not going to happen for me. Step up. It can. You're worthy. Then there was me, who was up here, the know-it-all. I've done all this. I've got all this. No, no, no. Until Karen Mullins, my coach at the time, she actually said to me, after 6 months, she said to me, clearly not, Sheena. Look at your results. Smack in the face for Sheena. I got right in the center when I realized, oh my goodness, I need some help. If you could do it on your own, you'd have done it. We're here to help support you. You're all amazing. We've got programs from $29 to $29,000. You tell me where you're at, but I know that the main one that first of all gets you results, it's the 6K one. Anybody can get hold of 6K. Don't give me that you can't. Don't give me that at all. You see, I know because I was there. I know your paradigms that are holding you back. I know the stories that are holding you down. But you see, the thing is that I see your greatness. I know who you are. You tell me what you want, and I'm going to show you how to get it. But here's the thing, just as the birds, like God has provided all the food for the birds, but they have to get out of their nest and go and get it. How much do you want what you want? How much are you sick of where you're at right now? Those same conversations that you had 10 years ago, you're still having them right now, aren't you? Yeah, yeah, yes. The next book didn't work, did it? No. The next program didn't work, did it? No. We are the only one, Bob Proctor, Proctor Gallagher, are the only ones doing this type of work, paradigm shifting. You need to shift your programming. You need to upgrade your iOS system. You do it with your phone. My God, you'd spend thousands on your phone, thousands on a holiday, but you never upgrade yourself. And a return on investment times 4, times 10. I've known somebody times 36 in 1 year. Step forward. We're here. I promise you, it's like taking the pill from the Matrix. Once you're in, you can't go back. We were talking about that on Tuesday night with my clients, and she was just like having she had a realized moment, because she sort of stepped back from the program a bit, and then she just found herself in more and more pain. And I said, you cannot go back not knowing what you know now. You cannot go back. So listen, book a call if you're serious and you're willing to invest. I can spot you a mile off if you're not. Have an awesome day today. I will. And I'm wishing that for everybody watching this call right now. I love you dearly and can't wait for you to be in.